Okay, let's think about rabbits. Now, what do rabbits do that they're famous for? Well, they reproduce enthusiastically. Of course, most species reproduce rather enthusiastically, but rabbits reproduce, I guess you'd say, prolifically. Let's just take a model for a pair of rabbits, okay? Let's say we start with one pair. And we have the following assumption, that in the first place, a pair of rabbits takes one month to mature, then produces a new pair every month forever. Now that forever is a little bit unrealistic. We're assuming these rabbits are immortal. But they reproduce so many times during a lifetime that they practically live forever. So that this model is not going to be too far from a good model of the way a lot of species reproduce. Okay, now, let's say we start with one pair, and that pair is immature. Now, I'm going to keep track of what we've got. Now, we can have three kinds of rabbits. Immature pairs, and we're going to consider rabbits to just be in pairs, and mature pairs. And the total number of pairs of rabbits. Now, if we start with one immature pair, no mature pairs, then we have a total of one pair. This is what we start with. What do we have a month later? Well, this immature pair matures in a month, so we're going to have one mature pair. There were no mature rabbits the month before, so there are no immature pairs being produced, so we still have just one pair of rabbits. However, in the next month, this mature pair is going to produce an immature pair, right? So, and of course the mature pair keeps going forever. They stay mature, they don't go back to the immature state. So we're going to have now a new immature pair and a mature pair for a total of two pairs of rabbits. Now think about it. What are we going to have in each column the next month? Pause and see if you can come up with an opinion, because then even if you're wrong, you'll understand the next step much better. Okay, well, the next step is this mature pair is going to produce another immature pair. This immature pair is going to join up with this mature pair, and now they're going to be two mature pairs, because this pair is, they're not going to join up, but they're going to mature. So now you have the previous mature pair and a new mature pair, and you're going to have three pairs of rabbits. Now again, you should pause and think about what comes next. In any case, here it is. You're going to have two pairs of immature rabbits from the two pairs of mature rabbits. This one pair of immature rabbits is now going to become mature, and you're going to have a total of three pairs, and you got five pairs of rabbits. And now things start moving a little bit. In the next, well, think about it. What's going to happen? Okay, the three mature pairs are going to produce immature rabbits. The two immature pairs will become mature, and you'll have now 8 pairs of rabbits. And this process is going to continue, of course, according to assumptions, it continues forever. We can also notice that these numbers are equal, these numbers are equal, these numbers are equal, and these numbers are equal. In other words, all the rabbits you have one month become mature the next month. So if we're looking at this 3 rabbits, where do they come from? Well, the 2 pairs that we had last month are still there and they're mature. And the 1 pair that we had 2 months ago produced an immature pair, which became mature, produced an immature pair, which is going to be included in the mature pairs in this month. So the numbers add up in such a way that the 3 pairs that we have now are made up of the 1 mature pair that we have from the number of rabbits we had 2 months ago. In other words, we had 1 pair 2 months ago. They were mature in this month, so they produced babies in this month. So we can see this progression, so that this pair of rabbits contributed 1 pair of immature rabbits 2 months later. The 2 pairs that we had in the previous month, of course, are now mature, so they contribute themselves to the total. So that the total we have here is what we had 2 months ago plus what we had last month. Let's look at the 8. Where did that come from? Well, if we go back 2 months, the 3 pairs of rabbits we had 2 months ago will be mature a month earlier, and will produce 3 pairs of baby rabbits in this month. So these 3 rabbits will produce 3 new rabbits for this month, and the 5 rabbits we had last month will of course survive into this month, giving us the 8. So each number in this sequence is the sum of the 2 numbers preceding it. Now, this sequence is called the Fibonacci sequence, and it's quite an important sequence. It has some fascinating properties. It's almost boundless in its depth, but the model that it comes from is really fairly simple.